This is a clip from the Red Cow Arcade podcast.
In one of the Arcade 1-Up Facebook groups, somebody posted, I don't know what age. It was a very boomerish sentiment. Excuse me. So maybe an older person, but possibly not. And they were like, I don't get it, guys. Why do you buy an Arcade 1-Up just to, basically just for the wood? If you're going to then like mod it, completely, you're buying it twice, why not just be a carpenter and cut your own wood and build your own cabinet? It's so much cheaper and easier. Help me understand. He ended it with "help me understand," which is a very smug sentiment, because he's obviously just signaling that he's a carpenter or that he's capable of carpentry. He's like, it's easy. Carpentry is easy. And it had like 100 comments. I mean, everybody took the bait on this thing. And everybody said the same thing, which was like, I have money, but not carpentry skills. I have money, but not time. I know tech, but I don't know carpentry. A lot of, hey, let's see yours. Cause like, I bet it looks kind of like, like very plain. And one of the things he was touting was like, oh, you can make it huge. And everybody was like, well, I really like what Arcade 1-Up has kind of spec'd for their size. Yeah. And kind of what they've figured out with it.
I know, it is perfect. Like, I do like the size. Yeah. Even like, I'll see some people have the Legends whatever one, but it seems too big. Yeah. It's like just too big.
I'm with you. Even playing an original full size cabinet, it feels goofy. It's like, this is way too humongous for basic video. I mean, I'm not playing like there's like at Fun Spot, for instance, they had Afterburner. I thought this was hilarious. It was this, it was the original Afterburner. It was a giant gyroscopic thing you could sit in, and it would, but it's just like a Sega game, like a shitty Sega game, but trying to give you that full body experience. And then a lot of people made the very good point of like, I don't buy brand new ones. I buy broken ones. I buy ones that have broken PCBs or, especially in the middle of the country, I think people they can find them on, at Ollie's, or they can find them on Craigslist or whatever for like $100, people that just want to get rid of them. And they're like, those are the ones to mod. And that if you were like, my whole thing is I want to mod tons of cabs in a big game room because I'm in the middle of the country and I have lots of real estate or something.
Yeah, real estate.
That would be the way to do it.
Yeah, no, it's true. I see them on Facebook Marketplace sometimes, and there's some that are reasonable prices. Some that, like, I don't know, maybe they see the eBay prices and they think they can do that, but you can't. Yeah. You can't when you're picking up local.
I still maintain if I had
$900, it's like, no, it's not.
No, fuck that. I maintain that if I had a gigantic, I Metal Jesus, the guy that you refuse to watch,
I can't. It's like a couple frames start of his videos, and I have to click off. I don't know why.
You're like, no way.
I'm sure he's perfectly fine.
Yeah, in fact, that's how I would describe him. Perfectly fine. But I don't know. There's something about middle of the road YouTube gaming content that I'm Sega Lord X is very
I don't know what the difference is. Maybe there's like Sega Lord X usually isn't on camera, so I just see game footage. Maybe that's.
But he just recently did another one of these game room thing, but it's not really a game room tour, it's a game floor tour, and he's in Seattle too, so he must be loaded. Wow, you can't. He's not in North Carolina. But he's got 1,000 square feet in his upstairs of just nothing but gaming, and but I actually really like the way that he's laid everything out. His whole thing, his philosophy is like to make everything accessible and pick up and play, and that there would be enough like space for people to walk through it and to sit and to eat. And like, here's a couch, here's some like arcade kiosk, here's like a bar area. These are like handhelds just for display. Over down the hall is like the like some Windows XP PCs with like some like preloaded games, and like, so he kind of tries his best to make it so that like people could actually enjoy the space. But when I see like other people's game rooms and it's just like wall to wall, like every single Arcade 1-Up cabinet, I'm like, couldn't you just mod one and be pretty happy with that? Like, I would much rather go with variety. I don't even like pinball, but I at least be like, all right, put a pinball machine in there, just have a pool table, have a
because
area.
Somebody would be interested if you like had somebody over. They'd be like, "Oh, pinball, yeah."
I wish I had more guests. I just don't. So really, it's for me and my kid mostly.
Yeah. I have enough. Yeah, it was fun. The one party I had last year.
Oh, that was been nice. When you and Zach came over and like played through Simpsons, that was fun. That was like, that's what it would be like if like I had like adult friends that came over my house.
We weren't like just making content all the time.
As a matter of fact, Keith Sadek and I, before I had kids, before he had a family, he's with his nephews all the time. We used to hang out like through our 20s. We would if Nina was at work or something, because she would work weekends, we would like get together and like play video games and stuff on occasion. And so we don't do that anymore. I would do that with my
best friend too. My childhood best friend. We would just play like even recently, like 5 years ago, right before I had kids. that ended.
It is the end of it, unfortunately.
We both had kids, so it's it is what it is.
Subscribe to Red Cow Entertainment on Patreon for full episodes every other week.